everybody, it's Lora here with this week's PLC Squishies and Cyber Hugs. I was thinking this morning, what am I going to share on the video this week? And you know, something really simple popped into my noggin, and so simple is what I'm going to share with you today. Perspective. We know perspective makes a huge difference in everything, especially our own lives and kind of how we're feeling and you know, our day-to-day, our minute-to-minute. Very often we get so stuck on our perspective only being on the end result or the end goal, the place that we're trying to get to, the place that we are not yet. And we get really hard on ourselves, or we get bummed out that we're not there yet, because what we end up doing is we're comparing how far away we are from where we want to be. And that just feels yucky, doesn't it? When we are looking at or thinking about the gap between now and the space that we're wanting to be. Couple little, I guess you could say, tricks of the trade to help that be easier, to help ease that discomfort, and to actually bring joy into the experience of getting from where you are to where you want to be. Because we know, we've heard it tons of times before, life is indeed about the journey, not the destination. Whenever you reach a destination, a goal, there's always something else that you want to strive for, thank goodness, right? So it isn't about the having of a thing, the getting to a place, the, you know, crossing something off our list. It's the experience along the way that we feel about it, the things that come into our life because of it, the people we connect to. So it really is about the journey. When you think about the steps that you are going to take to get there, sometimes it can feel really daunting. And weight is a great example, right? So I want to be 20 pounds thinner, let's say. Oh, but I'm not. I'm just, look at myself in the mirror and I put on my bathing suit and blah, 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 goes the chatter, right? If we think, every day I have to eat this and I can't eat this, and I gotta get on the treadmill and do this amount of exercise, and before we've even done anything, we feel exhausted. We feel not very powerful. And that's not going to help us to get to where we want to be or experience the journey any quicker, okay? When you take one action step, any action step, and that action step is in the direction or is taking you into the direction of where you want to be, celebrate that. I don't care if it means getting your butt up and going on the treadmill for 15 minutes when you weren't doing anything at all. Instead of thinking, but I only did 15, I didn't do 30, or I should have done this, or I could have done that. Celebrate and empower yourself and think, 15 minutes more than what I did yesterday, or this is the third day in a row that I've done 15 minutes. And know that that action that you're taking is in the direction of where you want to be going. Because really, when it comes to that treadmill, you have two choices. Choice number one, don't do anything. Don't get on the treadmill. And what direction is that going to bring you in? It's going to keep you exactly where you're at, right? Moving away from where you truly want to be. Action choice number two is to do something. Get on the treadmill, go for a walk outside, do some sort of activity. And you know, no matter how small or how short that period of time is, you have just taken an action step towards where you want to be. It feels very different, doesn't it? Away from where you want to be, towards where you want to be. That's all. So remember, you have the choice. You can empower yourself by recognizing the differences, so recognizing the power behind taking any action step towards where you want to be, instead of disempowering yourself and beating yourself up on the things that aren't as you feel that they should be. Celebrate in any step towards your goal. Another big thing to really, really look at is, are you really okay with now? Are you okay with where you are now, who you are now? Once you find it easier, or find a way to be easier on yourself about your starting point, it will be easier to move forward. Be loving to yourself. We talk about being loving to everybody else, but be loving to yourself. You deserve to feel supported. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be celebrated, no matter where you are on the journey path towards your goals. So celebrate in even the smallest action steps. Be conscious within yourself of recognizing, hey, even by doing this little thing, I know what direction I'm moving. And hopefully you have a lot of time left this go around in life to make lots of different choices. So if you have a day where you made a choice and an action step that wasn't towards your goal, all right, it's done. Let it be. All of a sudden in this moment, you have another choice. I guess today it was about choices and about perspectives and embracing and celebrating all the wonderful things that you are doing, because it's in your control, for yourself, as you are trying to get from here to here. Enjoy the ride, that's what it's there for. And please share your comments. Maybe you'll have some things to celebrate with all of us and share with us. We would love to hear from you. So you can comment on the website. You can send some messages via, of course, Facebook and Twitter, or send me a personal message via email, Lora, L-O-R-A, @alittleplc.com. And before we go, of course, I want to leave you with your playful task. Your playful task for this week, I'm going to give you a couple of options, and I'd like you to choose the one that's going to feel best for you. Option number one is to, or you can do all of them if you want to, option number one is to be okay with where you are and who you are, okay? So if that's something that you feel you'd like to work on, or you'd like to come to a space where you can feel better about, that might be the one for you to look at. So feel okay with the now, so that you can move forward. The other possible playful task for you is to be conscious when you're making choices. So if you find that you're the kind of person who would beat yourself up if you only did 15 minutes on the treadmill instead of the 30, that will be a very good place for you to practice some changes, positive changes, and recognize, okay, I didn't do the 30, but I took a step today towards where I want to be, or in the direction of where I am going in life. I made action, I made movement happen. So that's number two. And I think the third thing, for some reason I think there's a third thing, and I'm just trying to think of what it could be. The third thing I think is really about being in the moment wherever you're at, and that's part of the journey. So instead of getting so stuck in your head about, I gotta get here, I'm reaching for this goal, goal, that's all I got in my mind, blinders on, relax and enjoy the flow of the experience. So again, weight is a great example. You know, celebrate the pound here, the inch there, the healthy eating, the glass of water that you wouldn't normally have had, instead of getting so stuck on an end number, because you know you're going to get there and it's still not going to be enough. You're going to want something different. You're going to want to be toner. You're going to want more glowing skin, just as examples, right? So 3 playful tasks. If you are feeling energetic and they all resonate with you, go to it. Have fun. This is only going to make your life, your day, and yourself feel better. Guys, I'm going to check in with you, of course, next week. There is so much going on here with Lora and Purposeful Life Coaching. If you are not already signed up for the newsletter, visit the website, www.alittleplc.com, and sign up on the homepage, because I'm going to be getting out the spring newsletter very soon about all the delicious happenings. Okay guys, have a wonderful week. Wishing you a week filled with laughter, love, life, purpose, and celebration. Bye. Check in with you next week.